Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. So in today's video, I will be reacting to Mel Kiper's mock draft where he has the Washington Commanders selecting tackle Darnell Wright. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Also with that like button and that notification bell as well. So Mel Kiper dropped, I believe, his second mock draft this past week, and he has the Washington Commanders selecting Darnell Wright, offensive tackle out of Tennessee. So I'll go ahead and read his description before we get into some background on the player. He says, this is the end of a mini run on offensive lineman with 4 projected and 7 picks from 10 to 16. So in that case, it wouldn't be good for the Commanders because they're getting the last possible guy in a run. But he said it's a really solid class. Wright has the most experience of the bunch. He started 42 games for the Volunteers with 27 at right tackle, 13 at left tackle, and 2 at right guard. The versatility is attractive to NFL teams, though I expect him to stick at right tackle at the next level. He says the Commanders need an injection of talent along the O-line. They ranked 28th in both yards per play on offense and yards per rush on offense last season. They could move inconsistent 2021 second rounder Sam Cosmi to guard, which would free up the right tackle spot. Broderick Jones is another right tackle to keep an eye on him, though I have him ranked below Darnell Wright. So pretty interesting right there. That's like the highest I've seen Darnell Wright on any board. A lot of times I see him in the late first, even like early second. So I do think this is probably a little bit too high for me for Darnell Wright. Would I hate it? No, but I do think it would be an overdraft, especially you see it, when there's a run of 4 projected and 7 picks from 10 to 16 and you're picking that last guy. It's not necessarily the best case scenario, and if that happens where 4 tackles or 4 O-linemen are drafted from 10 to 16, I bet you one of the top 3 corners will be available, and in that case I would just rather go for Christian Gonzalez, Devin Weatherspoon, or even Joey Porter. Any of those 3 I think would be great picks at 16, and then you take a tackle in the second round. That's what I would do, and that's my preferred choice anyways. But if someone besides Darnell Wright is there, maybe somehow Peter Skornowski or Paris Johnson's there, then maybe you could take that guy at 16 and then take a corner in the second round like Keely Ringo, although I don't think he's going to be there. That's just one scenario. But Darnell Wright is not a terrible pick, and he's someone that, who knows, maybe if they trade back, that they could go ahead and select him. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background. And this came out today from Ryan Fowler. He says Tennessee offensive tackle Darnell Wright will meet formally with Washington this evening. So combine meetings are coming out, and we're getting some information, and that is one guy they're meeting with. They're also meeting with some tight ends as well. Some background a little bit on Darnell Wright, and I'll read this just directly from the Tennessee page. Let's see. So his honors, Senior Bowl participant, all SEC, first team, Rotary Lombardi Award semifinalist, and that's kind of it. You guys can see some of the other things, and the versatility is something that, of course, Ron Rivera is going to love. Played a lot at right tackle, played some at left tackle and guard. We know Ron loves that position flex, and Darnell Wright would probably come in here. If we drafted him, he's probably sticking at right tackle, and it'll probably be our starter day one. You move Sam Cosmi to the inside, and that's your right guard, and then you just need to add another. I would say you need to add a left guard probably from free agency, and then draft a center/guard in like the 3rd or 4th round as a developmental guy. And if he's ready right away, hey, that is amazing. If not, though, you can go ahead and develop him a little bit, and once that guy's ready, if it's a center, then you can move on from Chase Roulier maybe the next year or the year after that, save some money, and bring in some younger talent. But Darnell Wright, not a bad player. Let's go into the scouting report for him. Don't know if they already did the combine drills for offensive linemen. I know the first day was D linemen and linebackers. I believe the next day was DBs, and today is quarterbacks. And Anthony Richardson is doing really, really well. I think he had a 41-inch vertical, a 4.4 40-yard dash on his first attempt, recording this right after his first attempt. It just, and this is a little off topic, I'll get back to the video in a second. It just amazes me, though, the reaction that people have. Like, people, after he had a 41-inch vertical, which is the highest by a quarterback, they're like, oh my God, he's going top 5, he's going top 10. Who cares that a quarterback has a 41-inch vertical? Yeah, we already knew the guy was athletic. Like, even the 40-yard dash doesn't really change things much for me because I already knew that. Like, I already knew he was going to run anywhere from, like, a 4.4 to a 4.5 at the highest, like, high 4.5s. We knew he's going to be quick. We knew he's going to be really quick. But the vertical, give me a break. Like, it doesn't matter. He's a quarterback. Like, it's not going to change anything for him. We knew he was athletic. We knew he's a great prospect. I don't think he's a bad prospect at all. Like, I think he's a really good prospect. And in the right situation, I think he can be a superstar on the next level. I just don't like the tweets where he got the 41-inch vertical. And this is before the 40-yard dash, keep in mind. And people are like, man, Anthony Richardson's going to be a superstar. Come on. That doesn't matter. I'm sorry, that's a little bit of a rant, but I just want to throw that in there. So, not sure, again, what his, combine numbers were, but 6'5", 342 pounds. So he's a big guy. He's a big guy. He has a 6.34 rating, so will eventually be a plus starter. Let's see what the ranking systems are. So, 6.34 is okay. That's what will eventually be plus starter. I would rather, for a guy in the first round that's kind of low, you would probably want someone like year 1 starter or will become good starter within 2 years. That's probably what you want because he's a level below that. But it's close. He's technically 6.34 is in this range. Will become good starter within 2 years. So I guess, I don't know. We'll see. But let's read some of his overview. Right tackle prospect who uses size and power to overcome athletic limitations and spotty technique on the collegiate level. The tape can be a little uneven for Wright with poor block finishes followed up by aggressive pancakes. He played with much better body control and footwork in 2022. Wright is capable of staying at right tackle at the next level provided he's given protection help from time to time. While he was often a positional blocker at Tennessee, he's a very talented drive blocker when allowed to fire out. There will be inconsistent outings, but Wright should develop into a decent starting tackle with the potential to kick inside if necessary. So it doesn't seem like they think he's going to be much of a left tackle. Interesting right there. They said big-bodied tackle who carries his weight well, bulldozer vibes when working double teams and combo blocks, able to stand his ground through one-on-one power swaps, jolts linebackers out of positioning, adequate foot slide to catch inside movement, uses length for forceful redirection protection. His feet appeared much calmer in 2022. And yeah, you guys can see some of the rest. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. I haven't watched the tape on him. They says gets very little bend in his 2-point stance, more bear hugger than technician at point of attack. Might need a shallow pocket to hold up in pass pro, more of a catcher than puncher. Shows confusion against twist. So if you guys are experts, you'll know more than me about that stuff. But and gonna start to watch some more film on these guys once we really right after free agency is when things are gonna get a little bit more interesting because we'll know more or less what their positions of need are. We already know, but depending on what they do in free agency, who they lose, who they gain, that will give us a better idea of the positions of need. But I think tackle and corner are the biggest needs in the first round, but maybe something they do in free agency will sway us to one side a little bit more. Like if they sign Orlando Brown, which I don't think they're going to do, but if they do that, then you're like, okay, they're probably not drafting a tackle in the first round. Probably will draft maybe a guard or something in the second or third round, but first round will probably go to cornerback then. So that's just something you guys have to keep your eye out for. So gonna keep doing these mock draft style videos, reacting to mock drafts every week to 10 days. We'll also start to do more mock drafts. I've only done one, but there's really no need for it right now. I'll probably try to do one every 2 weeks. And then free agency videos. This next week, I'll start to really ramp things up because free agency is coming very soon. I believe, in a week or like 10, 12 days. So things are ramping up. I'm excited for that. And yeah, that's it for today's video. We'll probably be doing a live stream tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.